Hi everybody. I found, I looked in my garage for some really icky old scrapwood pieces of wood. I wanted to make myself a cross for my house. And I found these two pieces. They are very old and tattered and beat up. I took some Barcelona beige paint from Folk Art, painted both of them. And then I took some Elmer's school glue and applied that over the dried paint. I did not dry the glue, and then I go ahead and put over Plaster by Waverly. And the reason I don't dry it is I feel like I get a better crackle from it. Everybody does it a little bit differently, but this works best for me. And then I go ahead and just dry the paint, and that crackle starts to come through. The drying process took a long time, so I just showed you that spot there, but I went ahead and did both pieces. And now I just took some black ink that I had and put it on a brush and just kind of rubbed it on the edges of each piece. I typically don't use black, but I thought it was really pretty on these pieces. I really just wanted it to look old. And then I go ahead and use my Kills Dark Sealing Wax, and I went over the black, just added more dimension. And here I do it on this piece, and then off camera I did the other piece. Now I've got them both completed, and I'm going to go ahead and glue the top piece on there. I use scrapwood for a lot of projects. And I felt like it needed a little bit more of the Kills sealing wax. I just added some more on the top. Really, I just wanted it to look dirty. Then I just do both sides there. Once I was satisfied with that, I went ahead and started making my bow. And I just used neutral colors for this. And I really, really tried hard to keep my bow much smaller than my last one. And then I just keep adding a few more strips. That brown color is actually a cheesecloth type of material. The rest is just fabric, regular fabric. And then I had to grab a cream piece and wrap around the center. I just go ahead and trim it up. And then I put the bow in the center on the top there. And then I grabbed my Sweet Annie and just glued it on each piece there. You wouldn't have to do a bow if you make something like this. You can keep it very simple. I always like a little extras on my projects. And then I added a little Excelsior just for more texture. And then I put it at the top and the bottom. And then later on I add a little bit in between the loops of the bow. This is a nail I found in the garage. It is bent. I love that. And I went ahead and rusted it up, which is just brown paint and an orange paint. And I'm just going to have that hanging off the bow. And so I glue that on there. And then I added 2 buttons because I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I put both of them on there. And here's where I grab a little bit more Excelsior and just put it in between the sides of the bow, the loops of the bow. It just lifts the bow up a little bit, plus it adds more texture. And that is a super simple project, but very, very meaningful. I'm going to hang this in my own house. And I'd like to thank you all so much for watching.